You're always right. What a cool guy.
I am also, as you might have guessed, the best guy.
Dyer's turn to ban.
All right, let's talk about better Dota players than you. Let's look at
There's
you,
a lot of them.
Fnatic.
Yeah.
Lots we can talk about.
There's about 5 in this tournament. But
Oh man, yeah.
At this tournament, on each team. You're correct, Black.
They were all begging to be on the desk, but we decided instead of picking any of those the desk. That's what happened.
I grace you with my presence here.
All right, well, Tide's gonna grace us with his presence. Why do you think we're seeing Tide on the side of EHOME?
Well, aura builder, strong team fighter.
Yep.
Great 1v1 capabilities. They want to probably do the same thing again with the aggro Trident, with the Visage.
And it's protected with the OD ban too, so.
Lion.
Oh, quick picks coming out.
Lion.
Medusa into Insta-Lion. I think they just knew. So the Shaman being banned, it's kind of like they recognize EHOME don't have any control. Like there's no stun, there's no initiation. So I think EHOME wanted this Lion regardless of Medusa.
Yeah.
They picked it very quickly.
We've seen the Liquid draft earlier today, where they had like no lockdown at all, and EHOME with the first 3 picks also don't. I just want to make sure they don't have that weakness coming into the mid game.
So how much of that does the line really give them? Does it start to close some of the gaps in the EHOME lineup?
So Lion is hands down the strongest disabler in all of Dota, I think. He has like super good stun.
Shaman would like to have a word, you know?
Or Shaman, maybe, yeah, but he doesn't have AoE disable. But it's like a good Lion impale, you know?
Black's right again.
I'm always right. And if I'm wrong, I'll make myself right. Somehow.
I wish I had my beard back. Man.
No, but you know, it's really good against Medusa too.
Yeah, yeah.
Mana drain can potentially remove how much mana, like 600 or so. Wait,
Timber
but-
again.
Timber, so I like Timber.
Ice
Yeah.
Classic. Although actually MP plays it as well. I think he played it last time they picked the hero. So this is kind of what Fnatic have been doing, just putting Abed on these mid carries and then giving MP
Radiant's turn to
a
ban.
kind of just stable hero to play Dota on.
Yeah. I asked for more stability. Now we have literally the most stable amp you can ask for with those 4 already.
Yeah. They don't really have a big playmaker outside of the Earth Spirit. Like I feel like Timber Medusa, 2 heroes that's going to sit in their lane and not move. So I think whatever they pick up for their last hero, whether it's Ice or MP, needs to be able to make plays with the support.
How would you want to be making plays? What hero would you actually want to see to try to initiate that?
I think Avenge I would like.
No, I don't like
You don't like Venge?
Too single, like it's, I don't know, it just feels underwhelming. Like the Centaur, which is banned, the Kunkka would be another option. Something that actually like initiates better.
You don't want to have the Timber on the Trident though, right? That's weird.
No,
1v1 against the Tide.
Yeah,
It's
I guess
better.
you're looking at a core hero to go with them. Like, I don't know, the heroes that were good in old patches like Wraith King would look really nice here, but obviously this is a totally new patch.
This is a tricky situation then. You know what you want. Doesn't
The Tri-lanes because this is Undying already.
just say. Just say. Just say. Just say.
We get the Dusa.
Just say. Longest reaction that we've had.
We get the Dusa.
Just say.
I actually did not.
Longest reaction
The second
that we've
phase?
had.
We get the Dusa.
Just say.
I actually did not.
Longest reaction
The second
that
phase?
we've had.
We get the Dusa.
Just say.
I actually did not. We get the Dusa.
Just say.
I actually did not.
What makes this a situation where you think Pango can thrive? Gods, you were the one who defended. Just
I actually did not.
what makes this a situation where you think Pango can thrive? Gods, you were the one who defended. Just
I actually did not.
what makes this a situation where you think Pango can thrive? Gods, you were the one who defended. Just
I
want to
actually
put
did
a
not.
little bit of. What makes this a situation where you think Pango can thrive? Gods, you were the one who defended. Just
I
want to
actually
put
did
a
not.
little bit of. What makes this a situation where you
I
want to
actually
put
did
a
not.
little bit of. What makes this a situation where
Disagree on something. They were just flaming each other, and they're like, "Yeah, AM, it's going to
want
win
to
the
put a
game." You
little
think
bit
so?
of.
I actually was very astonished that it made it to the end there.
What makes this a
It's-
situation?
Disagree on something. They were just flaming.
You might have to watch out for is, what is it? I always forget this one because they changed it. Lucky shot. That's what it's called now. Lucky
yeah.
shot. That can actually apply the silence now, and it can be a 5-second silence if he's able to get it. But like the panel saying, he needs to get out of the lane, okay? Because Pango, if you don't have a lane, your hero is worthless and pretty terrible.
Speaking of worthless and pretty terrible, it could be rough for MP on this Timber Saw if he gets completely shut down early on. It looks like they're already sending several heroes to this bottom lane. Obviously, Timber Saw likes to play sometimes against strength heroes, but the hero that likes to do even more is Undying.
Yes. Undying does not mind playing versus Timbersaw at all. In the laning phase. In the later game, it can be a little bit annoying because you get burst down pretty quickly, but you are very annoying if you just follow around Timber. And you know, Timber's strength is that you have high armor and all that, but if you're sitting at like 300 HP, nukes will be your demise for sure.
Oh, DJ. Play ring around the rosy with the trees there, but we'll track him down, and it looks like it is going to be a trade-off of bounty runes 2 for 2. Why making sure that DJ couldn't roll in there to interrupt, take the other bounty.
So they're gonna send the Ice bottom and Timber top. I'm concerned for lanes, like already, right, for Fnatic, because how's Pango gonna really do too well bottom versus tri lane? He's gonna suffer. And what the panel mentioned was Pango needs to have a good lane. The one good thing is, I'll say, is that it is Ice. So immediately we see ASD actually gets a very successful block.
He's been having a hell of a tournament so far.
He really has. He's been killing it. I think he came. I didn't get to look it up actually before, but I think he came from Sick, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty young, right? I think he's like 18 or 19. Young player.
Definitely.
And they're actually going to put the Lich, so they're going to make sure that this Dusa can farm. So Jab's getting the nuke level 1, they're even going to get the Snake. It doesn't actually bounce and hit the AM after he pops the counter spell to try to bounce it back, and he may actually die.
Chases forward first blood, alright.
An instant tip. Man, these guys really like tipping each other.
They do.
Alright, that's great. I like this move a lot by Jabs. So Jabs being the one to kind of salvage their initial start of the lane.
Well, and with that, it's going to be, like you were talking about, kind of a 1v1 here in the top lane. Whirling Death obviously can be somewhat effective against Faith Beyond, but you can purge it off later on with Kraken Shell, the debuff.
Yep. And you see Faith Beyond's like items too, like he's got 6 tangos, 2 HP pots, so he knows he wants to be trading the hits early on. And once the levels build up, it's level 3 Timber is when you get that like big armor, and it's obnoxious.
ASD, God, taking so much damage there from that Snake, and throw out the stun onto Jabs, but this is going to be a continuing problem for that Anti-Mage. This MP tries to sort of go toe-to-toe here with Faith Beyond, and meanwhile, Ego dies in the bottom lane, so this ends up going down.
That's pretty huge. They get themselves a kill in the lane with the Pangolier. So the one problem we saw from the Pango in the game, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
It was yesterday, yeah. Ghosty playing it. He was in the off lane and he got no levels. Ice, at least, even if he's not getting the most last hits down here, he's gonna have the level. And like we said, Lucky Shot can apply silences to be obnoxious versus that aim.
We have been seeing more and more of these Timber Saws go for early points up in the Whirling Death also. Don't know if the Timber's going to get, or rather the Tidehunter's going to get too close to those trees, as we're going to see some mana stolen here from that Medusa, but with the Frost Shield they're going to be able to walk away afterwards, throw out that Snake.
And he sends it back.
Easy peasy. And Abed took a lot from that.
Good old counterspell versus Medusa. But Medusa still leading 13-4, but AM being slowed down, but also getting his own last hits. We see the reflect come out.
I mean, it's a little telegraphed when that happens. As Jab's going to take a power shot there, it wants to chase in here. It's Tianming, who's in some trouble, does have a Hex still, and the jump in from ASD. Doesn't have any more mana left on this anti-mage, but they might be able to bring down Jabs. Needs 2 more hits here, and they're going to find it. Jay rolls in, but can't make the difference.
Getting good farm on Timber, getting good farm on Dusa, and Pango's getting some stuff as well. So Fnatic, they're salvaging, you know, with the movements of their lanes, they're salvaging the tough start that they could have had.
Very, very nice. Seems like this is just going to be sort of a trade-in farm there, with occasionally a little bit better for the Timbersaw, but it is Anti-Mage also having to burn through a lot of regen, it feels like here, as Medusa is still pretty far ahead of him, about 500 gold or so in terms of net worth.
Yeah, and it's like, you can, you know, reflect that, you know, counterspell the snake, but just getting poked by Abed, it starts that up.
Yeah. Jabs TD, moves in towards mid. Wants to find him if he can. Lion TP's back in and going to give him the salve. Back away there. Ice is out of mana.
Mid, let's see the ledge, Chaps.
Jason wanting this one. Another couple of punches. Frost Shield can make the difference. Take away a lot of that mana of ASD. Roll in, wants to find it. The kick is not quite there. Rare miss from DJ.
Ooh. And I mean, I'm not really looking too much at the top lane, but I'm assuming it's just like he gets a deny and he's gonna tip him or something. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's just this time just playing with each other a bit here. As Bounty Rune's coming out, Fitbyon trying to body block MP so he can get it.
Oh, I like this.
This is the most exciting part of top lane right now.
And now he can't body block anymore. They're staying on. Who's it gonna be?
Oh, Fitbyon got it.
And now he's gonna go the other one. Tip him. Tip this man.
Jabs took it already.
Tip this man. All right, yeah. That's when MP tips. The 2-1. Just about 1,000 gold into the favor of Fnatic. A much better start than what happened last time.
And they've got, I mean, Ice is level 5. That's pretty damn good for this Pango already.
Jump in, Ego. Lots of stacks of Soul Assumption. A little dangerous chasing too far forward there. But yeah, Pango, 19 and 5 now.
Yep.
Having a really good time against that Visage. And
yeah, Visage not only the strongest in these like dual lanes and stuff. In tri lanes, that's where this hero is extremely strong. But yeah, Ice being in the safe lane, able to get a pretty decent amount of stuff down here. Almost level 6 actually on the Pangolier.
So what are we looking timing-wise? I mean, I always think about Medusa as this sort of impossibly hard hero to deal with in the... So what are we looking timing-wise?
I think EHOME is feeling too much under the gun to actually just force the issue here because they have an Amber's Dusa. So they also have, it's not like they're playing a 4 Protect 1, they're playing with a Visage. And we saw what Ego can do in that last game too. Like, sure ASD was popping off as the Shadow Fiend, but in the back lines, this Visage was doing a significant amount of damage constantly in every single fight.
They throw it out, yeah, and obviously it's much easier to protect the Medusa than it is the Tinker. As Faith Beyond maybe has gone a bit too far here. Innocence wants to heal, and Soul Rip gonna do it, but quite enough it looks like. Is MP chasing? One more Whirling Death should be able to find that kill. Can't TP out and use the TP there.
Yeah, he did use the TP. His Kraken Shell actually popped and removed both of the Whirling Deaths actually initially, but yeah, it's 6-second cooldown. Very low, and when Timber hits 6, that's when it's, yeah, you have kill threshold on 500 constantly.
Top tower might be
And a pretty big buff there in the last couple of patches, getting it pure damage no matter where you hit him at.
Yeah.
Thank you
for teaching me that one.
Gotta do something. Oh, roll. He's not doing it.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's
Yeah, 3-1.
Man, whenever I see Pango, I always just, I'm like, man, he's still low health. 722 at level 6. Like, his
Dire's top tower is under
strength is just very low in comparison to a lot of heroes.
Yeah, kind of a glass cannon-y type of hero.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
And people will be able to take that tower as he is the boss right now. Magic damage is not really that significant so far on EHOME.
I would imagine that probably once we get towards the level 6 of Lion, he's just level 3 right now. That's when things can maybe start to change. Stacking up the Ancients here by Jabs. Of course, once the Tidehunter also gets some of the rotations, he can maybe make a kill happen with Ravage.
Yeah. The invasion is one thing that they're going to have to consider on the side of EHOME, because it's already a 4K advantage for Fnatic, and you have to imagine they've been like stacking and getting all these things prepared for the Dusa, so they have to be able to invade with the Visage, and they can, but Undying and Lion, a little bit tougher.
My God, Radeon, they rotate in, wanting to find this, the slow, the Ravage to try and turn it. He's going to heal back up again. Innocence, the one that's turned upon now. Looks like he might be able to walk away also. Or MP just doesn't care, and he's going to walk in, Whirling Death, and maybe find a kill with the Chakram and a punch. Oh, got him good.
MP dropped his Arcane Boots to Soul Ring, too, while he's going for that kill.
That's dangerous. X, Chase.
Pango's here.
Rolling in. Finds Yanming. Second hit here on the roll. Another roll in from the rolling boulder.
5K gold lead already, 9 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Fnatic are all over him. They're going to be able to find this kill on the Visage Familiar. Maybe no.
Yeah, lane setup. I actually was thinking that the lanes would be a little bit harder for them, but with the lane setup they decided to do, having this Pango bottom, having the Lich just sitting in the mid lane, it's been incredibly advantageous for Fnatic. I was definitely a bit wrong.
And Radeon is just getting worked here. Like, MP can move into position every time. Whirling Death is going to be taken off now, but they move in, want to find the return kill, and this is big. The Mana Void. Get him.
4 heroes, bro. Which gives space to Deducer to hit the mid tower, and Pango to get me more Ice Ice Ice.
Kick away, and the roll. The J not wanting to stick around too much longer. Triple Wraith Band for AM. Went into treads afterwards.
Yep. As many early stats as possible. He had the Battle Fury queued up as well before he switched to the treads for now.
And that 10-minute mark means that it's going to be a couple for Fnatic. Looks like 3 versus 1, where EHOME just picked up the 1.
I think he could keep playing like he just did this last gank onto the Timbersaw, kind of chill in like the mid and top area. And when MP plays over aggressive, they send one hero up with him, like a Lion or something. They go for this play with the Mana Void. Yeah. That's the way they can actually threaten the kill onto MP. He does have a cloak now picked up and going for that hood, which is going to make it a lot harder, but could be one way to, you know, involve ASD and at least punish MP somehow. Playing super aggressively.
It feels like that's the constant thing with Timbersaw, is being able to punish. And it's going to be a lot more effective because you can see MP just now picking up a point in the Timber Chain. Yeah. He's been playing it mainly just up in the face of the Tidehunter.
Yeah, and it's the thing is like when MP's doing this and he's just shoving this lane and he's claiming a tier 2 so early on and he's forcing these reactions, Abed's like, this is amazing. I can literally just farm to my own content in the mid lane.
They're bringing numbers here. They want to bring in and see if they can defend this Timbersaw, and as soon as they see that Frost Shield, they're like, we need to get out. ASD may be in some trouble. They didn't quite manage to find a silence or a pull from that Lich, and in a sense, dropping the Tombstone, they have the Magnetize onto 2, chasing further forward for this as Jabs trying to take down that Tomb. They built that Finger of Death, so Jabs is going to go down as well as the Lion, and just like that, it's 2-for-1 trade. Further forward, they're looking for Faith and it looks like they will be able to find and kill that Tidehunter as well. Fnatic are just running over him.
This Timber is just, they don't have a way to actually deal with him at all right now. ASD in the mid. A bit of pressure on Tadusa, but yeah, I mean, MP's Timber he's a problem. So who's gonna go for Vessel? Hanging around, I mean, everybody's pretty poor on the side of EHOME right now, so it's gonna be a ways away for them to actually be able to punish and shut down this Timbersaw, who's making all the space in the world for Abed.
Look at where Abed has been this game. He's just, This is my lane. I'm going to hang out here. As now Abed will finally make a rotation, head into the jungle and try and take down these Ancients. There is a rotation coming from EHOME, and Medusa does not do this incredibly fast, bringing absolutely everybody for this one.
And she does not have Stone Gaze.
Oh, DJ, he's going to walk in.
Is it?
Oh, and that is a big interrupt there. The Chain Frost, it will start to bounce. It's between the Visage Familiars now, and Abed's still wanting to stick around in here. Good bit of damage, but the Ravage going to connect onto 3, trying to take down that Pangolier. Almost kill off Jabs, but not quite. And now MP has shown up as well. Going to try and Timber Chain forward, see if they can find it. Abed takes down that Tombstone, and Ice 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 rolling through. They get 2 of the Familiars, and now maybe also going to be able to kill off this Tidehunter. My God, Fnatic.
Look at Ego. MP is just chasing. He's got Chakram as well to slow him down, and
Oh,
Can he actually finish it
Grave
off?
Joe. Oh, good dodge. Another dodge. Nico, he's just got his juke shoes on. Can he get out of here, though? He has a resummon? I don't think it's going to happen.
DJ even just commits the magnetize as well. And 8k gold lead Fnatic. DJ can't catching the gank as it's trying for EHOME to come up and get the Dusa. He's in perfect position. And all of Fnatic responds 8k gold lead already.
I mean, just think of how different that would have looked if DJ's not there. Like, you probably kill the Dusa as she's farming Ancients and then steal the stack.
Dire's middle tower looks to
Doesn't
be
happen.
disintegrating.
Yeah, it's just whenever MP shows up to a fight, pretty much, it's like, uh-oh, bail time for EHOME. Until the later stages when they can actually deal with this Timber.
Dusa has a Sanj and Yasha.
I saw that she had Manta queued up and then decided to switch. Not going for Kaya Yasha in this game. It's incredibly good Kaya Yasha game for Mana Shield versus Anti-Mage.
Yeah. This is going to be, I guess, some of the status resistance. They missed there on the stun for Ice Lion, not quite able to get into range. They did have the Hex, but can't get it off in time, and Tianming looks like he might eventually be ran down as Ice jumps forward, looks for the lucky shot. There's the Hex, but the Anti-Mage is just left. Like, I don't want to be around you anymore.
Goodbye, Lion.
In here, in the other jungle, they do kill off finally that Lion, but the Chain Frost bouncing yet again. An MP in the middle of all of these heroes after they kill off the Lich. Can he escape from this? They don't really have the best lockdown in the world. He's going to Timber Chain away, might be able to find the stun.
Look at the
with the
Anti-Mage.
familiars.
ASD's coming down.
They want this one. Can't quite get that stun.
No.
MP just gets away.
They do get that. Maybe if they get the familiar to get him before that chain goes off, they have a chance of the AM getting in close, but continuous space for Abed as now he makes his way into the enemy jungle and farms their side.
This AM, it's taking a little while for that Battle Fury to get online. Just has the perseverance now.
That's, I mean, it's incredibly problematic. Abed now stepping pretty far up, though, and there's a Lion as well as an Anti-Mage here.
And they're going to try and get the slowdown. Lion needs to move into position. The Gush is there. They're going to be able to not quite hit on the stun. Can break TPs with the Mana Void if they need to. Abed, they can't do it.
No, they couldn't actually get the gap close, and that's, I mean, that's probably the S and Y coming into play there, right? That extra little movement speed that he has from it actually makes him get away from
status
the Lion.
resistance for the Gush, you know, these little things.
Cool.
Look at the gold bounty difference.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I mean, it's that's not even like the gold bounty, like them getting those, but gold in general is 10k, but then the experience is also really significant for Fnatic. They're 10k experience ahead in this game too, and it's only 15 minutes in.
Fnatic feeling like they're in firm control of this one. You do have to be worried about what happens once that Anti-Mage comes online, but at least for now, they're in their comfort zone.
Yeah. And so far, I mean, MP's itemization is great. He has to be a little careful bottom as they were bringing heavy in, but he gets away before they get Sable. But yeah, he went for like, I don't like Bloodstone anymore in the hero. I don't think most players do anymore either, but just like Hood, natural build for Timber, and then the Yules. Remove the potential Spirit Vessel that's coming out later.
Tianming just needs that little extra, like even a Windlace. Oh, he already has one. Never mind, excuse me. But the Force Staff coming out or anything to get him into position.
Yeah, they're kind of in a weird spot with their two supports now. I feel like I've seen this happen a bit with Lions when they're played as the 4 role. It can be a bit difficult to have this massive success, and they're kind of playing with 2 5s in a way right now on the side of EHOME.
ASD doing what he can, farming where he can. DJ in the low ground, making sure that Abed is going to be able to farm safely.
DJ does not mind being like kind of like frontliner. He's 1800 HP as an Earth Spirit.
Oh, Tianming coming around from the backside, but as soon as they kill off that Undying, they realize we have to stop this battle. Faith Beyond is also going to die. Dominating streak for MP.
Wow, you know, I mean, Rolling Thunder is already a really good spell, but Rolling Thunder with a Frost Shield on it is pretty damn scary. And Ice, who had the safe lane given to him for his team, 306, 95 last hits, top 3 net worth. Blink Vanguard, he's got like everything he absolutely needs on this Bangalore to secure these fights. And it's 12k gold lead, and they're looking for more.
Oh, good silence there. They kill off the AM. Big play. All it takes is a roll in with the Geomagnetic Grip, and they got him caught. Lion. I mean,
this is getting out of, getting out of hand, been out of hand. They're already knocking on the high ground.
They just took 2 Dominator creeps and both the familiars. Ade's got everything that he needs. The resummon here, if they die right now, this is going to be absolutely terrible. And MP game that stacks up a reactive armor. Beyond, he gets off his Ravage, but what's your follow-up here? There's nothing left. They kill off that Tide Hunter.
That's shame.
And GG.
I think they just don't have damage at all. 18 minutes, GG, Fnatic.
Medusa finishes off the Meteor Hammer, and, well, that's about all you need to know.
They weren't able to... I mean, they lost their lanes pretty handedly. The movement by Jabs just sitting in the mid lane. MP having a great lane top. Bottom, right? With, they killed the Vis.